We're hearing a lot of varying sentiments when it comes to Season 1 of Diablo 4. Let's go over it. So they're adding these things called malignant hearts that you can put into rings and amulets. There's 3 different colors of them, and you have to match the heart with the corresponding color amulet or ring. There's also a 4th one that's rare that you can put into any of them. In addition to that, we got what's looking like one new unique per character class, in addition to 2 universal ones that go for all types of classes. I think that that's a good start in the right direction, but not enough for the magic finding community that really wants something to hunt for in the end game. I think that they need more items that are universal, that are not tied to a specific class, that are viable for different builds, that you can hunt for in the end game, kind of like Diablo 2 has, even though most of those uniques suck, let's be realistic. So one of the things that I've noticed is I feel like Diablo 4 is being compared to like Path of Exile, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, games that essentially have gone through tens of seasons and have tons of content, arguably even feature bloat or feature creep. So with that said, I think that the developers are trying to avoid that, but also at the same time I think that that could be hindering their development of the game, especially for hardcore players who really want to sink their every waking hour into the game. I think that this game is easily noticeable as being designed for casual players, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think that for everybody who's hardcore, they want something more, and that's very understandable. Also, I think that this game, the gameplay is more fun than the item chase and the theory crafting aspect. The gameplay is awesome. So with that said, I think if they added more things to chase after and more build diversity and things of that nature that weren't just class specific, you know, kind of how D3 was with the set items and shit of that nature, I think they'd be much better off if they made more universal uniques and things that could be shared between characters. Maybe removing some of the level requirements for items. For instance, if you find something on a level 100 character and you can't use it on your alt until they hit 100, I think that's kind of dumb. Lower that down to like 60 or 70 or something. Let's be reasonable here, especially if we're making the game for casuals. But I think Blizzard is too scared to go too far in any one direction as far as extreme goes, and then they wind up somewhere in the middle, not pleasing anybody. And then what winds up happening also is anytime they do make a mistake, everybody's that much quicker to pounce on them and give them shit. So, you know, I know that they're working really hard, and they're also kind of bound by trying to please everybody, which is never a good position to be in. Monster density, that's something that I really need to touch on. We could really get better monster density without creating a crowd control hell situation, because we already know crowd control is a pretty big issue in this game, especially when you're pushing higher tier nightmare dungeons and things like that. So I think improving the monster density could really add to the fun of the game, really make it more engaging and everything like that. Shaco, I know y'all saw the recent Shaco situation. Definitely be sure to let me know what you think about it. I think they should just make it less rare, honestly. Like, it feels like it's unobtainable in its current state. Same thing with the other 5 Uber uniques. You know, I think that it's not even really a matter of like dedication or skill to get them, because clearly, I mean, look, all of the quote-unquote best players in the world, none of them have them. Maybe they have Shaco now because of this whole scandal, but yeah, let me know what you think. I think Season 1 is a step in the right direction, but I think that they still have improving to do, and I think that, you know, come Season 4 or 5 or 6, you know, if there's not an end game, I think that we're going to have problems around the board, and everybody's going to be, you know, kind of burnt out. But I think this will be good. Let's see how, only time can tell how well it's going to go and how much it's going to hold us over until whatever the next thing is. This game is definitely not designed to spend your whole life revolving around Diablo. So get out there, enjoy some time with your family and friends, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.